Why is it that it starts on 2 and then 1 and then 0?
It's counting down.
So have we started now?
Yeah.
So what's happening?
It started. There you go.
Okay. Uh,
Say
uh,
hello.
hello, I'm worried about Arsenal. They are going to win the league.
Arsenal, yeah, they are. Arsenal
I
will win
think
the
they
league.
are going to win the league.
Sadly.
No, it's not sad. I think it's better that we have another club win the league because we can't have just the three clubs win the league for over 25 years.
I prefer it.
Because apart from United, Chelsea, and City,
Mm.
who else?
That's true.
Of course, Leicester came in.
I didn't even know why you said Chelsea.
No, but we came in. We came in. We have won the league a few times.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Anyways, we want to start off with the first question. Hang on, let me just make sure this is fully sorted.
What is it that you're doing?
There we go, it looks better that way. There. Alright, the first question I have to ask you is, do you think younger Rwandans question the politicians more or agree with them more as a whole?
I don't know why you have jumped into politics because we've just been talking about football.
I can ask you about football, but I wouldn't agree with
You have the right to ask anything you want, but I have to agree with whoever.
you.
I think we have lack of independent mind.
Yeah.
Independent mind is developed by education, and the education you have in our country, the politics interferes with youth mind.
Okay, yeah.
That's exactly what we were talking about yesterday when I was telling you about how people brainwashes children.
Yeah.
If you look back, have I ever told you what to love or what to follow?
No, you've given me your opinions, but you've never
So
told me.
children should have the opportunity to choose on what they want.
Mm.
I've had to look at countries. There are some countries where you find um, a child, a woman in marriage with a husband who is in a different political party.
Yeah.
You can marry a reform girl.
I'm not sure.
So someone will be in a different party, but you're a wife. Or you can be a husband to someone who is in a Labour Party. So these things are not very common in our countries, Africa, because I think there is a way the people that understands politics in a different way, whereby you may be a Labour politician, but at the same time you hate the Conservatives, which is not fair, because you shouldn't hate someone for being in another party. So our country is still beyond repair, whereby we have politicians who teaches the youth to love their party and their principles, and but not really explaining why you shouldn't love the other parties. You don't have to love them, but the truth is that you just have to accommodate them.
Yeah, you've got to accept them as well.
Yeah. So we have a long way because when democracy came about, I appreciate democracy because if there was no democracy, I would not have been here.
Of course, yeah.
Human rights protected me. I ended up here. The law, this reform thing that they want to bring out of. But the truth is, democracy was introduced to the Africans without explanation. So as much as we love democracy, but the Africans, they just accepted it without knowing where it's heading to and the explanation of democracy. I see the leaders, the presidents of countries, they keep talking because they are paid to talk.
Of course, yeah.
They come in and talk, but the truth is, as much as they speak, they cannot explain exactly what they are saying, and that's why you see them wanting to stay in power forever. But the truth is, if we were intending to explain democracy to the youth, it would have come out. But because our countries, when someone comes in power, they don't want to leave, then they keep changing the constitution. And the constitution, once it's changed, you change the word.
Yeah.
And that's the main problem. And that's how the youth is always dragged into misinformation. Yeah.
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
our youth are misinformed.
Makes sense.
But some of them, they strive to get the truth. And that's when you see the war on social media, TikTok, and they get angry and they start insulting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's actually asked you a question on there. Can you see it?
No, because I can't see. You know my eyes.
Yeah.
These glasses needs changing.
It says, why do many Africans admire Rwanda while many Western African activists criticize it?
I think there's going to be criticisms and there's going to be appreciations, and I think I am one of the two. I appreciate the achievements that we have gone to. Most of the visitors that we get in Rwanda, they appreciate that Rwanda is a clean country.
Yeah.
There has been a lot of buildings brought up, which we never had before. I think there has been a lot of work done by this government, but at the same time, there is no price for humans.
Yeah.
Because if someone who challenges you dies, we can't say just because you have a building and a clean road and city that we can kill anyone who opposes. That's the only downside of it. But the truth is that the government have done quite a lot of work in terms of comparing to most African countries. You see me looking at documentaries in countries like Ghana, Cameroon, Senegal, Gambia, a lot of countries, even Uganda. If you compare the looking of the cities and roads, I think President Kagame has done a good job. This is the problem for me, because I can't undermine the truth.
Yeah, if you see something that someone's done well.
Yeah, we have to appreciate, but we don't want bloodshed.
Yeah,
and that's his weakness. Yeah. So I don't know whether he's a brother or sister, but all I can say, there's a lot of work done in our country in terms of rebuilding the country. I don't think it's rebuilding, it's building. But at the same time, we don't want the price of bloodshed.
Yeah. That's true. Well, I'm gonna ask you some more questions now. Hang on. What is your opinion on this? Because I was actually told by my mum that there has been an Ebola virus outbreak in Congo.
I actually, thanks to your mum, who is my wife, I have to say, I think I published that on my social media, I think we are concerned.
Mm.
We are concerned because Ebola, it's not the first time.
Yeah.
This is the third time
Mm-hmm.
that Ebola outbreak has happened. And whenever the Ebola virus outbreak happens,
Mm-hmm.
it's always happens when politics is involved.
Yeah.
Um, I saw the Rwandan border being closed.
Yeah, yeah, it's been
Um,
shut, yeah.
it's called the Rubavu, which we used to call Gisenyi. It's been closed.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you know that I love politics,
Yeah, of course.
and I'm always involved, even though I cannot be a politician, but I talk about politics.
Mm.
But I think that this is not um, Ebola.
Really?
It's a way to control the area because the USA signed an agreement with the Congolese government
Mm-hmm.
of trading in terms of minerals, and there has been M23 fighting. They all war. There is quite a number of rebels
Okay, rebels, yeah.
because they want their own freedom. Congo is a very big country. It's the second biggest country in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
They have quite a. It's a very big country because even the rebels, the area they hold now, it's bigger than Rwanda. So um, 2 weeks ago, there was an announcement by Rubio, who is the foreign something of the U.S.
What, the foreign secretary?
Yeah, and he said that if the rebels don't put arms down, they will shoot everybody. So the USA is involved, and I think it's a way of controlling movement,
Yeah, yeah.
but
that
not
makes sense.
Ebola. No.
Okay.
You know my job,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really think that Ebola outbreak is announced by the peace talks because the World Health Organization, which I published the information, I feel that the timing was exactly at the time of when the USA don't want to shoot. So I think we need to give it time, but
See what happens, yeah.
yeah, but Ebola has already been an issue in the Eastern DRC and the Northeastern DRC.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been an issue in Kenya. It hasn't been an issue in Ethiopia. It hasn't been an issue in Sudan. Why is it that it only happens in DRC when the peace talks fail?
That's true. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
That's very true. Now, the next question I want to ask you is, do you think the relationship between Congo and Rwanda will improve or get worse from where we are now?
I've always said this. You know the lady I speak to in Kinyarwanda speeches.
Yeah.
I've always told her there will not be any peaceful negotiation between Rwanda and DRC until Kagame is out of power.
Really?
Because I'll give you the examples.
Okay.
Kagame has insulted Congo for 32 years. He has captured, killed. There has been a lot. All these minerals that we are talking about that the US has signed an agreement for,
Yeah.
to work with the central government of the DRC, Kagame had access on them for 32 years. 32 years. And he was looting, raping, not him directly, but his soldiers.
Yeah.
So there is no way you can bring peace. In 2012,
Mm.
12,
Mm.
you was 6 years old.
Correct. Yeah, it was.
I told them, because I went to the House of Commons.
In 2012.
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
And I told them all we need is to trade.
Mm.
That's not what Kagame needed. Kagame want to root.
Yeah, he wanted to just take.
Yeah, so I said, if we live with our neighbors peacefully, because we have a small land, we can trade with each other, we can finance with them, and thankfully, President Tshisekedi of the DRC, he joined the East African Community, East African Union, which means that we had freedom of movement. Yeah? When you have freedom of movement and free trade, what else do you want? You don't need to fight.
You don't need anything else, really.
So that's the difference from President Kagame and President Museveni, because Museveni, well, I learned from him. He understands freedom of movement and free trade, which applies to Kenya, because Kenya has moved on to actually have a democracy. They can change leaders.
Yeah, true.
We can't.
Yeah.
So, with Kagame there, who is now craving to bring his daughter when he can't, because his daughter is interested in politics.
Okay.
So we cannot have a peaceful resolution with DRC with Kagame in power. It's never going to happen. And even if you speak to the foreign secretary of DRC, he will tell you the same thing. We have a serious problem. And now the serious problem, how it becomes seriousness, it's because DRC is actually hobnobbing with the US. And the US that can't even accept our leaders to travel there. We have seized relationships with the whole world. Europe, US, everyone does not want to speak to our guy. So we are in serious trouble in terms of the economy.
You can tell there's a bit of a problem, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. And this is one that actually caught my eye. Would you say that foreign critics are a bit naive when it comes to speaking on Rwanda because they don't know, because they've never...
I think they know, but Rwanda, for the last number of years, our foreign policy has always been bribing. No one can bribe me.
Yeah.
But others have been bribed, and people can speak one thing today and then the next. You see, the foreign secretary of Rwanda, Olivier Nduhungirehe.
Yeah.
He was in my group.
Really?
Yeah. And this guy who changed the constitution, Evode, he was in my group. You know who was holding us together?
Yeah.
We were 11.
Who was holding you together?
The former prime minister who passed away a few years ago. He was a very, very good guy. I always called him my dad.
Is it?
He was a good guy. He was called Faustin Twagiramungu. He was a very good man. Because when we were in the Bush War, he was in the opposition, opposing President Habyarimana.
Okay.
But at the same time, he had a very big, he had a group of members of parliament, so he was backed up. But he was always questioning, because the government which was in power was saying that they did not accept us at the time. They said we were not Rwandese. They said we were Ugandans, because that's where we came from. Even though people came from different countries, not just Uganda. People came from Burundi, Congo, this, what is it, the other one, Kenya, Tanzania. But they always said we're just Ugandan soldiers.
Mm.
Even though in Uganda I was not a soldier, because I joined in Rwanda. Of course, my brothers, my sisters, they were Ugandan soldiers. We had to go because that's the time. That's what we were told. People accuses me of attacking a nation. Of course, we were told to go.
Yeah.
And we were young. And I think I would have done the same.
What if say,
even if I was older than I was.
So yeah, even if you say you weren't, how old were you? 16, 17?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realise you were that young. That's 15.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 15, I was playing Fortnite.
Yeah, and you was playing football.
Yeah, I was just
That's when I took you to Chelsea trying sessions.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but the truth is, we can be challenged for many reasons, but I always tell my friend Rosemary that actually the best way to avoid crisis is not to engage in wars.
Yeah.
Because when the war happens, things happen and we regret about what happens in war. Yeah, I still have both legs.
Yeah, that really surprised me that I did not know you were 15 when you went.
That's what I was.
How can people blame you for that then?
No one is blaming me apart from the ignorance.
That's what I'm wondering, because how can you look at someone who is very young and expect them to make a decision like that? It wasn't you making the decision. You were doing as you were serving what you thought was your country.
Well,
right?
look, Evan. Have I ever told you that you need to go back home?
No.
Because the country where we are settled, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
But for us, when we were growing up, our grandparents they had scars of machetes.
Yeah.
They were telling us how they were traumatized and they had been treated so bad by the Belgians and the Hutus and all this nonsense. I came to understand that actually this Hutu and Tutsi problem is something that was created by the colonies, which is now. But at the same time, they told us that we are where we don't belong.
Yeah, of course.
When we went to school, you were walking on the road, the Ugandan kid, like Bobby Wine, would tell you, they would tell you that you don't belong here.
Okay, yeah.
And that motivated us that we need actually to find out where we come from.
Yeah, you need to go back to, yeah.
We didn't attack them because we hate them. We attacked them because we want to be part of them.
You wanted to go home, yeah?
Yeah. So a lot happened. Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, I'm going to ask you one final question because we're nearly running out of time. I'm going to pick my favourite one out of these ones. This is good. 20 years from now, what will people say, the era we're in right now with Rwanda, what would people say it was, or what would people call it?
I'd love to see a better Rwanda like it has been evolving.
Yeah.
This is not a message for you, it's a message for the leaders of our country. I think they need to work hard to unite people.
Okay.
Because without unity, there can be some eruption, and eruption does not build, it destroys.
Yeah.
Because they have really done a very good job in terms of rebuilding the country, but at the same time, they have not done a good work of rebuilding the memory of people. because I think corruption still exists, even though they say it doesn't. But corruption is not asking money from somebody. It can be destroying someone's property and not paying them off. Because we have a lot of people being moved from one place to another, being taken out of their own homes and homes destroyed but not paid off and not shown where to go. So I think social affairs need to be properly looked at, but also looking at the refugees who somehow are angry and hungry, who wants to attack the nation. They need to talk to them, and people need to be accommodated, not told on what to do. I'm not interested in going to Rwanda, but there are people who are hungry and angry who could easily affect the building of the nation that we have been seeing happening. I think the President Kagame need to review his stay in power, because having politicians in prisons and having media silenced, YouTubers in prison, journalists in prison, these are all not good practices.
Yeah, they can't.
Having a good clean city and building hotels and calling people to visit the country for tourism, it does not really work when you actually have no media functional, and all this silenced. Another thing that I think President Kagame needs to look at, or whoever he chooses to go in power after him, I think they need to think about our relationship with the neighbors and the world, because we are being treated as thieves, murderers, killers, because even the genocide that we stopped is being seen against us now.
Yeah.
Because they are accusing us of starting it. So we need to rebuild our relationship with the world. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's what I think.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, thank you very much for everyone that's tuning in. We're about to finish now. If any of you guys obviously haven't seen the past of the video, you can click on it afterwards and watch the video. But thank you very much everyone for coming, and murabeho neza.